Hello there, Woodrow Wilson students, teachers, and families. Welcome to our February edition of our Social Skills Snapshot. Before we get started, maybe some of you are coming in from recess, or it's the beginning of the school day, you've just finished breakfast, you're really excited, and maybe you're coming from PE or music or another location in the school, and we kind of need to settle down and start paying attention and settle down and focus on what we're learning. Before we get started, we'll just go ahead and do some mindful listening. We'll use our chime, which those of you that have had me teach in your class, you're familiar with the chime. So you know what to do. I'm going to ring the chime, and as soon as you hear that chime, I want you to put your hand up in the air. And as the sound goes away, just slowly bring your hand down until you can't hear the sound anymore. Focus your attention on the sound of the chime, and then when it's done, your hand is down and you're ready to learn, you're ready to listen, and ready to go. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and do our mindful listening just to get prepared to listen and learn. All right, so we've learned a lot this school year so far in our social emotional learning lessons. We've learned about the brain and three parts of the brain: our amygdala, the security guard, right, which helps protect us from danger, and when we have those big feelings like feeling worried, scared, or frustrated, that part of our brain gets active, right? We've learned about our prefrontal cortex, our wise leader, which helps us make good choices, right, and helps us think things through before we say or do something. And we've also learned about our hippocampus, right, that helps us remember what we've learned, and it stores our memories and our senses, right, hearing, smelling, tasting, seeing, touch, right, sense of touch. So we've learned a lot about all those things this school year so far. And a big reason that we're learning about these things is mindfulness and being mindful. We've talked about how it helps us learn by helping us focus and pay attention, how it can help keep us safe by being mindful and aware of our surroundings, how it can help us make and keep friends when we're aware of facial expressions or body language that our friends have, or people around us. It gives us clues. It lets us know how they're feeling so that we can think about how we want to respond, right? And we've also talked about how mindfulness and being mindful can help us calm down and settle down, even if we're feeling really excited, or if we're feeling frustrated or having a hard time listening, right? So, so far we've talked about the brain, we've talked about mindful listening, mindful awareness and mindful breathing, mindful seeing, and this month we're going to be talking more about mindful smelling, okay? So look for me and Miss Lisa coming into your classes to teach more about that, and believe it or not, tell you about how it helps you focus and how it helps you stay safe, and how it can help you calm down in certain situations. But before I go, I would just like to, I think it'd be great if we could all do a mindful breathing exercise together. We're going to talk about hot cocoa breathing today, and remember square breathing. Square breathing is a really important one too. Miss Lisa reviewed that with us all back in December. And so if you want a little reminder about square breathing, or teachers, if you'd like to practice that with your students, refer back to December's video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about hot cocoa breathing. So taking deep belly breaths helps calm us down, right? If we're feeling stressed or frustrated or angry or worried, it can really help calm us down, okay? It could even help us settle down if we're feeling excited after we come in from recess. So here's how it goes. Everybody's going to get their imaginary mug. I'm going to place mine here on the table. And I don't know about you guys, but I like a lot of whipped cream on my hot chocolate, so I'm going to put tons of whipped cream on it. Some big sprinkles on there. And remember, my hot chocolate is really hot. So when I want to cool it down, I need to blow on it softly and cool it down, right? But if I blow on my hot chocolate too hard, what's going to happen? My whipped cream's going to go all over the place, all that whipped cream, my hot chocolate, it's going to make a mess, and I'm really looking forward to having my cup of hot chocolate, right? So here's what I do. I pick up my hot chocolate, I take a deep, slow breath in through my nose and smell my hot chocolate. And as I breathe out, I go nice and slow. Cool down my hot chocolate. I do that 2 more times. So when you do it, do that 2 more times. And then after the 3rd time, take a sip of your hot chocolate and see if you feel a little bit more calm and ready to learn. Finally, we talked about mindful seeing. And just for a moment, this is an activity you can do to help yourself kind of focus and pay attention to. Or if you're feeling upset, kind of help yourself settle down. Look around the room that you're in. You don't need to stand up, you don't need to walk around, just look around the room that you're in and see if you can identify 5 things. To identify means I might look over behind me and I can see the window with blinds on it, right? So I'm naming what I see. And you don't have to name it out loud, you can say it to yourself. But by looking around the room and being able to name 5 things, it helps you feel present and in the moment that you're in, right? In the classroom. So maybe not thinking about what happened before class or after class, could happen after class, but you're thinking about what you need to get done right now in class. So thank you all so much for your time today, and let's continue to be mindful and be amazing learners together.